Hello. Welcome to the Sky Sea channel, which always discusses everything about the sea. This time we will discuss about sirens, sea fairies who lure sailors with their deadly singing. Who doesn't know about sirens? They are mythical creatures that often appear in Greek legend stories. But do you know the origin of sirens, variations of sirens in different cultures, famous stories about sirens, and interesting facts about sirens? If not, keep watching this video until the end. According to Wikipedia, sirens in Greek mythology are creatures that are half bird and half woman who attract sailors with their sweet voices. They live on an island in the Western Sea between Aiaia and the rocks of Skylla. According to some sources, sirens are daughters of Phorcys, ancient sea god, or Terpsichore, one of the 9 muses. According to one tradition, sirens are friends or servants of Persephone, daughter of Zeus and Demeter. After Persephone was kidnapped by Hades, god of the underworld, sirens were given wings by Demeter so they could look for their mistress. However, there are also those who say that the wings were a punishment from Demeter because sirens failed to prevent Persephone's abduction. Although sirens are most famous in Greek mythology, similar creatures are also found in various other cultures. For example, in ancient Egyptian mythology, there is Ba bird, which is a bird with a human head that symbolizes the soul of the dead. In Indian mythology, there is Aspara, which is a heavenly creature that has the form of a beautiful woman who can sing and dance. In Norse mythology, there is Valkyrie, which is a female warrior who brings the souls of heroes to Valhalla. In Japanese mythology, there is Ningyo, which is a fish with a human head that can give long life to those who eat it. One of the most famous stories about sirens is in Homer's Odyssey. In this story, the hero Odysseus had to pass the island of Sirens on his way home from Troy. He was warned by Circe, a beautiful witch who had captivated his heart, that sirens would seduce him with their voices and make him stranded on the island forever. To avoid this, Odysseus plugged his crew's ears with wax and told them to tie him tightly to the mast of the ship. That way, he could hear the siren's voice without being able to follow them. When Odysseus heard the siren's voice, he became fascinated and tried to free himself from the bond. However, his crew ignored him and kept rowing until they passed the island. Another famous story about sirens is in Argonautica by Apollonius of Rhodes. In this story, the hero Jason and his friends had to pass the island of Sirens in their quest for the Golden Fleece. They were saved by Orpheus, the best singer and lyre player in the world. When Orpheus heard the siren's voice, he immediately played his lyre more beautifully and covered their voice. That way, Jason and his friends were not tempted by sirens and could continue their journey. In addition to the stories above, there are also some interesting facts about sirens that you may not know yet. Here are some of them. Sirens are often equated with mermaids, which are creatures that are half fish and half woman. However, actually, sirens and mermaids are different creatures. Sirens come from Greek mythology, while mermaids come from European mythology. Sirens are depicted as birds with women's heads, while mermaids are depicted as fish with women's heads. Sirens attract sailors with their voices, while mermaids attract sailors with their beauty. Sirens are believed to have the ability to predict the future and reveal hidden secrets. They can also change their shape according to their wishes. In some stories, sirens can turn into ordinary humans or other animals. Sirens have a mortal enemy, which is Harpy, which is a creature that is half bird and half woman who steals food from people. According to a legend, sirens and harpies once fought for an island. Sirens lost the fight and had to leave the island. Well, that's some of the things I can share about sirens, sea fairies who lure sailors with their deadly singing. I hope this video is useful and adds to your insight about this mythical creature. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to get updates on other interesting videos. See you in the next video.